Okay, fellow YouTubers, it's time for an update on the Ruroc Atlas 4.0. So I did an unboxing video on this back in February 2023, and people in the comments were like, right, you need to tell us what it's like, what the material feels like, visor, etc, etc. But obviously I'd only just had the helmet. So now, after 16, 17 months, I can hopefully give a bit of an update in terms of what it's like to own this helmet. Is it good value for money? Would I buy again? I'm going to break the video down into bad and good. And I'm going to tag each of the categories so that if you're just interested around one particular thing, you can just skip to it. Hopefully make your life easier rather than watch the whole video. So let's start on the bad side and what is bad about this helmet. First of all, I'd have to say it's the size and weight of it. You don't really notice it in the pictures, but when the helmet actually arrives and you put it on, you notice that it's quite bulky and big and large. And it sort of, you can see it considerably against other helmets. Now, when you've got your motorcycling gear, it doesn't really matter because you assume you've got leathers or a big jacket, so it kind of looks all right. But when you don't, and you sort of just got the helmet on, you can see it that it's a very large and bulky helmet. This video probably doesn't do it justice, but just worth bearing that in mind. The weight of it as well, it is quite, it's not heavy, but it's also not light to some of the other top quality brand helmets. So again, if you're looking for a light helmet that you can wear for long journeys and thousands of miles, then it's probably not the right helmet for you. Now, please do bear in mind that I've not had really the chance to compare this against other helmets. So take this with a pinch of salt and just know that it's my opinion, my thoughts based on what it's like for me having this helmet. I'm not an adventure rider. I don't go on rides for thousands of miles. I ride here and there, and as it gets warmer and hotter in the UK, I ride a little bit more. But so I'm just an average rider, I guess. The second thing that bugs me, and I don't think it's very good, is the materials inside it. Now, for example, I had to put my cable for motovlogging, so I had to take this bit apart, and now I can't really seem to put it back the way it was before. So it feels like the materials and how it was constructed, the materials are good. It is comfortable, and I'll touch on it on the good points, but it feels like maybe it was a bit rushed in terms of the construction of it. And yeah, I can't seem to put this back to the way it originally was. There's something you've got to click inside, just a little clip, and yeah, I keep failing with it. So that would be my sort of second point around what I think is bad on this helmet. Third, I think, is the noise. Now, when I first got this, I thought actually it's pretty good from a noise wind reduction perspective. It's got two vents, one here that you can close and open, and one at the top you can close and open. But I rode it on the motorway a few times with earplugs on. Bearing in mind it was a windy day, but I genuinely felt like I was going to go deaf after an hour or so of riding. So it's all right, but it certainly could be better, I think, for what you get as part of this helmet. I think that's kind of it on the bad. I say it, they are very important points, you know, size and weight, the material and the noise. But without taking this to be a 20-minute video, let's move on the good elements of it. Good, I'd have to say it's the price. So I actually paid £290 for this. It was on sale, which I think is fairly good value for money. Now, I've seen other YouTubers where they do sort of a top 5 or top 10 helmets, and a lot of them are in the range of £450 plus. You could argue you pay for what you get, but it's certainly it's certainly a good aspect when you take buying this helmet into consideration. In addition to the price, I think this was, £297, and then the visor was 50 quid. So a little expensive, but I just thought it looked really cool, this kind of red visor. Visor also, another real positive, it's really easy to unclip and clip on. You basically just twist these little things on both sides and then lift the visor off, and then you can replace it with whatever color. Because these, you can't see anything at night time. So if you ride at night, don't have one of these colored one, go back to the clear one. Otherwise you're gonna be in trouble. Second good thing about the helmet is the looks. I think it looks really cool. They've got really nice designs. It looks aggressive, it looks mean, and yeah, I like the sort of skull shape features on it. It does get a few looks, so I think they've done a really good job in terms of the appeal of the helmet from a visual perspective, and that's probably, I reckon, where most of their sales come from, actually. It's sort of people that just like the look of it and they want to buy it. The fit, I think, is pretty good as well. So I bought medium large for my big old head, and it fits really well. It's comfortable, but also snug. So I think that is also a positive. The fourth point for me is just on this little clip. So because I use it for motovlogging, you can buy a specific Atlas sort of clip to actually effectively glue on the helmet. So this bit is sticky. You shove it on the front here, and then you can put your GoPro on the front. So it's actually quite good for vlogging purposes. I think this was around £20. This little, and it's pretty well stuck on there. Very unlikely this would come off. The other element is the seal quality of the visor. I think it locks really well. I'm going to hopefully, you can't really probably hear it that well, but if you just pay attention to how it locks, you get a nice sort of solid sound to know that the helmet and the visor is fully locked. Some of the other ones can be a little bit flimsy, but I think that's a positive on this helmet. And the actual lock-in mechanism for securing your helmet, it's magnetic. And I don't know if this is patented or not, but it's really good because it just, I don't know if you saw that, but it just locks automatically once it finds the other bit of the helmet to latch onto. And they're super easy to unclip. You just pull that red lever and you unclip the helmet. So again, positive aspect of this. So, a few bad, a few more good, but in all honesty, I'm not paid by Ruroc. I'm not a sponsor. Would I buy this helmet again? Probably not. I would probably invest in something a little bit more expensive. Again, budget is hugely, subjective, so you have to just get what is best for your circumstances. But I would probably just wait. I would have waited and saved up a little bit more and invested in maybe an Arai helmet, because I know they've been in the game for a long time and you sort of know what you're getting. They're very light and comfortable helmets, and from a safety perspective, they're great. So is this, by the way. I think from a safety test point of view, they've done really well. I can't remember the accreditation, but they are quite well up there in terms of safety components and how it tests. So it's good. I think it's good value for money. 290 quid, and you've got a very good looking helmet that does everything a helmet should, and it looks good. But I probably just would have saved up, like I said, for something a little bit more trial and tested in a real world. I think Atlas will get there. I think through iterations, they will eventually get there and create something that, is far above its previous iterations and versions. I don't think they're quite there yet. So hopefully this video has been informative. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're thinking about getting it, if you're not thinking about it, getting it, would like to hear your thoughts as well in terms of the bad or the good of what I mentioned. And yeah, let me know, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.